Thank you so much for staying tuned to today's edition of 60 Minutes Nigeria. I am Wilson Marshall. Today on 60 Minutes Nigeria, we're diving into what is happening in the southeastern part, of Nigeria, zooming into Anambra State, where there seems to be this standoff between the governor and the traders at the main market. I know you are aware of this sit-at-home order issued by IPOB, and Anambarians, they are used to it. Every Monday, nobody goes out. You don't try it. It became so bad that some persons trying to violate such rules in the hinterlands, even the urban area, they were dealt with. And people like saying that security personnel failed them in that particular regard. For that reason, they were coerced, forced to always obey the sit-at-home order. But here comes the twist. It's like a power tussle between the governor and those that are being governed. So it was like saying, look, all this sit at home is draining the economy of Anambra State. After all, that market seems to be the center of commerce in Anambra State. If you know the main market very well, you know what I'm talking about. I was opinion that why would you go and obey a proscribed body like IPOB? They give you an order, you obey without argument. IPOB sneezes, they'll be prescribed, yeah. You cut code. And the governor is saying, for crying out loud, scrap that particular order. Go back to the market, do your business, earn a living, and of course, returns will be given back to the government via taxes. But these traders, according to them, because of experience, they choose to obey the prescribed IPOB order. And that didn't go down too well with Governor Chukwuma Soludo. He said, fine, if you guys are hell-bent on obeying IPOB, no market for you guys. And that was where the cookie crumbled. We want to take a look at this matter holistically. With my analysts, I know they have so much to say about it, ranging from security situations, security challenges, you just name it, to the closure of the market. Though negotiation is ongoing for them to report the market, but it's been done already some few days ago. And traders, they have been protesting. Is this the right move by Governor Chukwuma Soludo? With me here in the studio to talk about this, I have a professor with me in the studio. Yeah, Professor Olo Owen. Thank you so much for coming on today's show. I appreciate your coming. Thank you. All right. Professor in mathematics, right? Yes. Yes, mathematics. Yeah. But once you start talking politics, you'll be like, come on, I thought you were a mathematician. How come you're so vibrant in politics? Anyway, he was one time, right? The president of...
the Senior Staff Club, Investor of Benin.
Yeah, so that's the politics and him talking. All right, so very close to him, he is a clergyman, political affairs commentator, political analyst. Join me to welcome Bishop Bright Olumese. Bishop, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So aside the pulpit, you dive into politics also.
Good afternoon, at home.
All right, Onitsha, the commercial nerve center of Anambra State. Some call it the commercial nerve center of the eastern part of Nigeria, shut down because the traders choose to obey IPOB rather than obeying the government of the day. Prof, take it up from there. What do you feel about this situation?
When you say Onitsha is the
commercial nerve center
of
Anambra State,
that is, you are demeaning that market. That's that Onitsha main market.
Yes.
Onitsha main market. It's not just the commercial nerve center of Anambra State. It's not just the commercial nerve center of the southeast. It transcends beyond that. One of the biggest markets in West Africa. One of the biggest markets in West Africa. That market. And I want to, like what the governor was saying, I think on Monday when he visited that market, he was saying when something is done continuously over and over for a year, it becomes culture, technically. And that is what this sit-at-home thing has become. You know, while I was here, while you were giving the preamble to this discussion, I was reflecting. It appears this sit-at-home order that was issued by IPOB, I was reflecting if it does even precede this administration of Chukwuma Soludo. I mean, the sit-at-home order issued by IPOB every Monday, it's something that I think has been there for a while, for years. And to be very honest with you, nobody, like the governor said, or the aides, or some aides to the governor, they were like, the state loses billions of naira daily. And some we argue, some places may argue, like, how does the state lose such an amount of money on a daily basis? Is it the state government that is coming to the market to trade on the? It's not the state government. But like you were also, when you were talking to when you were giving the preamble, there are many other things like paying tax, you know, and then also levy, local government levy, and all those things they collect from market people and like that. And then all those things too. Not to talk of the turnover, not to talk of how that will boost the economy, the commerce of the Southeast. So I believe what the governor did out of, what would say, frustration. It appears the people of Anambra State, particularly the people trading down in Shami market, they have lost faith in the government. And lost faith in the sense that they have lost faith in the government being able to protect them. One of the core responsibility of government is the protection of the citizens. And it appears the citizens or the traders in the Onitsha market, not only markets, even government parastatals, government establishment, departments of government and all MDAs and all that, they used to also shut down.
When they sit at home,
yes,
directing.
Yes, it was a general thing. It was like as if there was no movement in Anambra State. Every Monday, not only Anambra, in the Southeast. But Governor Chukwuma Soludo became frustrated with the whole thing. And I want to believe that, because I watched him live on TV while he was talking about, he visited the market, and then that main market, according to him, visited the one in Oka, some other key markets, and those ones obeyed the governor's directive to open that market, open their market. But when it came to the main market, they didn't obey the order. And of course, when you look at comments from people, some persons were saying the energy that the governor is using to shut this place down, the energy, the security apparatus that he has also commanded to also effect that shutdown. Because the governor there and there issued and said, this market, every Monday they will be visiting markets. If that market is opened, it's not open on Monday, that market will be shut down for that particular week. So, and of course, to ensure that, you cannot just issue such directive and you must deploy security to ensure that your directive is carried out. Right. So people are talking that, oh, this power that you are using to do this now, if you can use the same power to provide security for the traders, because once it happens, why are the people afraid to come out to come out and do their business on Monday? It's because of their security.
All right.
Because they believe that the government cannot secure them, as the case may be.
All right.
And if anything happens now, the governor will just come and release a press statement. Oh, we will do our best to track down the criminals, and then the whole thing will just end there. The person that has lost his life would have lost his life. So the government needs to, from what people are saying, provide adequate security
we'll come
to those
to
marketplaces so that
we will come to
have
that.
the confidence to go about their business usual.
All right. Well, Bishop, you heard Prof. It's all about trust right now. That people do not trust the government to protect them. After all, when IPOB was on rampage, you could see the mayhem unleashed on the people of Anambra State and beyond, all because they choose to defy the order, sit at home every Monday. Lives were lost. Properties were destroyed. Right, and the governor is like putting his foot on the ground saying, you have to obey me. I'm the only government or the governor known in this particular state. Was he so harsh in taking that decision? Or do you feel I would have done something better to at least persuade the people to obey his instruction? Okay,
thank you, we say. And if you're at home, this is a very, funny situation. And it's always a Nigeria situation. When I mean Nigeria thing is that there are certain things that happen, you'll discover, no, these are Nigeria factors. Okay, these are the permutations. Number one, the government of Anambra just woke up to the reality that non-state actors are controlling a very important part of the state, which is the economy of the state.
Every Monday.
Every Monday. And now they choose to take action. Now, when you look at the Soludo, this is my personal opinion anyway, is fronting for the the so-called people behind, whether it be federal government or people of interest. Now, would Soludo have done this before his election? Is another question of his own. But looking at the sit-at order that was issued by the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra in 2021, it has lasted from 2021 to this date. Now, the point I'm making is that the people, the average Igbo man, will risk his life to do business. Before this sit-at home was enforced, people died. Properties worth millions, if not more than millions, destroyed. It's just not enough for you to come and say, we are government. Where have you been? Did you just wake up to become government? So it's a two-part to it. We want to have seen that, okay, security measure has been put in place. There's an helicopter that is moving around the space, guaranteeing security. These people want to do business. These guys also run lost because most of their businesses, they take facilities to facilitate their businesses. But they also know that you have to be alive to do business. So, in other words, the statement of the governor was also a way of, look, we want to act now. And we have to do something. Let's see what will come out of it. I dare you, these airport guys, if they insisted and they strike, the government will be helpless. So the point I'm making is that, okay, why is there saying Nigeria factors? If I was to be one of those people that will advise Soludo, is move good, even though I question the timing. Where have you been? So, but all the same, according to people said, anytime you wake up is your morning. So now, I would have recommended he sponsor a counter negotiation. In other words, what is happening behind the scene, according to what we heard as of today, the leadership of the market had gone to meet with the leadership of the IPOB. Please look at the situation. We can't going to close down this market as you guys have what? It's why we will lose more money. What should we do? If you have asked me behind the scene, this is what government should have done.
To go behind the scenes to
sponsor, yes, yeah.
But they are saying that this is prescribed already.
Oh yes, you say prescribed, but go to the banditry. We heard that negotiations goes on before people are released. Because people being released, people are not arrested, and all of that. The way to peace is peace, and all of that. So the point I'm making is that this is my call, Governor Soludo. Thank you. But this is a wake-up call to take responsibility, because if this market open next Monday and they burnt this property, but the government should be held responsible. So, when responsible, you won't bring back the life that's already lost. So that's the reason why the kick and stick approach remain one of the internal mechanisms.
With the carrot and stick approach.
Yes, because now that the leadership of the market had gone ahead, so, okay, look, we won't just follow this governor's directive. This is not today. We have been seeing this directive before. And when they can't protect us, they allow us to go back home. We don't want to lose anybody. So now they are negotiating. As the report this afternoon, I was following them on social media, that they are negotiating with the president. They will soon give an order.
From who right now?
They prescribe indigenous people of their leaders are known.
All right, hold on. I'll come back to you. You just raised a vital point, because Mr. Governor talking about Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo wants to prove a point. People are talking about the timing right now. What he's doing, is it politically motivated, or is it the right thing for him to do? That is on one hand, Prof. On the other hand, he talked about negotiating with the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra.
Get me right, not the government negotiating. He should sponsor. Yes, sponsor.
Direct or indirect is the one doing it.
Yes, that is it.
Okay, fine. Now, now, what do you feel about his own concept?
It's my opinion.
Yeah, of course I know that.
It's quite pathetic. That's why we talked about Nigerian factor. And that's why we are practically where we are. That's why we are technically we are not making enough progress as far as security situations are concerned in this country. Because let me just say this thing: the government have refused to take the bull by the horn. Let's take it at that. Take the bull by the horn. This issue of negotiation because of interest. You negotiate because there is this allegation that those northern governors used to negotiate with Boko Haram, ISWAP people to release, kidnapped victims, as the case may be. They used to negotiate, but they will come on air and they deny everything that they've never done negotiation. And all these things started like a drop of water. You get, because of why? Because of initially, these are our people. These people who are doing this kidnapping. Sentiments. Do you get what I'm saying? Sentiment. These people are our people. They are proving a point. Western education is bad. They are trying to ensure that this Islamic religion that we also are practicing, they ensure that this religion also goes around the country, which is also technically the mindset and the agenda of these people who are in power. So because of that, they will succumb to negotiate with them because they are pushing the same agenda. Now let's bring it down to IPOB. Indigenous people of Biafra. What is IPOB? Or the proscribed IPOB now? What are they? What is that IPOB? What is this set up for? Why did it come into existence in the first place? To push for what now? For the independence.
Yes, for
self-succession.
Yes.
Self-governance.
Yes.
All right.
Biafra.
All right, Republic. You just hold on. We'll return. You continue with your line of thought. We want to take a break. We'll be right back. If you just join us, this is 60 Minutes Nigeria.
This is Aqua Game, a popular game in Africa played by our ancestors to entertain themselves after each day of farming. It is also relevant in our coronation in Africa. It is a sport and indeed very interesting, as every seed had a role in the game. Playtime is 45 minutes per set. There is no age limit as long as you can spin Aqua Seed. Ayo or Aqua Game, known as the game of intellectual. This game requires a lot of mathematical skills. Aqua game is played with carved wooden box containing 12 holes.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is 60 Minutes Nigeria, reaching you live from Benin City, Edo State. Well, we are taking a look at what is really going on in the eastern part of the country, Anambra State to be precise. Yes, the shutdown of Onitsha main market are claimed to be the commercial nerve center. Okay, Prof said West Africa, and is not far from the truth because the market is huge. Revenue, billions being churned out every day. Some are saying the governor was so emotional by ordering the shutdown of the market because the people, the traders, opted to observe or to obey IPOB instead of the government of the day. Yeah. Please, Prof, continue with your line of thought before we went to that break.
Yeah, before the break, I was trying to make an analogy that what is affecting us in this part of the world, Nigeria, is sectionalism. You see the way the northern governors and northern elites are very careful before now in dealing with the issue of Boko Haram. They've been petting the issues because why? They share sentiments with the campaign of the Boko Haram. Initially they say, oh, Boko Haram was Western education is bad, propagating Islam, which many of the governors in the north are also part of. They are Islamic people, and so since Boko Haram was actually projecting an Islamic agenda, though in a federal system, they themselves, they have some soft spot for that agenda that they are pushing. So when it comes to, okay, oh, these Boko Haram people, stamp them out, they were very reluctant in doing that before now, until recently. Now, because those people, why? Those Boko Haram people, those Iswa people, they are brothers. There was this man, this Sheikh Gumi, that will come out and tell you that these people are their brothers. We cannot go and be killing them. Whereas these people kill people in hundreds, almost monthly and yearly as the case may be. Now, let's bring that down to the southeast, the IPOB people. I said IPOB people, the interest of IPOB is to kind of, they are pushing for secession. They are trying to continue what was aborted in 1973 or 71, the Civil War.
Okay.
They are pushing for their own indigenous country, that's Biafra Republic. And of course, let me tell you, many of the Igbos share that sentiment.
Very well.
I'm telling you, they share that sentiment. So that is why I would say that before now, the southeastern governors have been handling IPOB issue with kid gloves. And that's why they will tell you, oh, they will see the soldiers, they will come out. They used to say, these soldiers are from the north, they are Hausa people, they are Fulani people, they will come and they go after them and they kill them in their tents and in their hundreds. The Southeasterners, many of them may not be happy that they are killing their people like that. Why are they obeying IPOB instead of obeying the government? Somebody was saying something which day that somebody was shot and killed in one very volatile area in this Benin, where the boys are known to be very hard boys. He said immediately they shot the person, everybody just disappeared. Whereas just one person brought gun and how many rounds of ammunition can that gun apparently have? Okay. Why the boys not go there and just
hold on to the boy that was shooting?
Now the issue is this: these people who are obeying this whatever,
they share
sentiment with what IPOB is preaching, which is Republic of Biafra.
All right.
And now, because to me, if the governors of the southeast, because it's not only an Anambra, this proscription, this sit-at-home order, it was formerly in the old, I think it's still there. They are obeying it because of the sentiment that they share. And now that the governor, Soludo, wants to make a point, because like I was saying before, my friend here said, oh, this IPOB started in 2021, of course, preceding Soludo, who came in 2022. So this sit-at-home matter is even preceding Soludo. Soludo wants to make a point. There was something you asked, if it is political or the case may be. Soludo just want to score one point that, oh, it was during my time we stopped this sit-at-home, just like the way Governor Bawolo has written his name in history as the first governor in Edo State who has brought a flyover to Edo State.
I'll come back to you, Prof.
All right.
Yeah.
So what Soludo wants to do
Is it about making a point or about the security of lives and properties?
Okay. Yeah, you see, like we said, the first business of government is to protect life and property. Coming into this issue as referred to Anambra, sit at home, the order of the closure of the market. Now, first of all, the right to protest, especially when it is not a harmful protest, is a universal right. Do you get that right? I remember there's a shop very close to my place. There was an issue, and the woman paid for it. Somehow the man said, no, you won't do this business, that I want to refund your money. The woman refused to collect the money. The woman insisted that the shop should remain closed until her money expired. And that was what happened. We all tried to say, no, this is not fair. He says, no, it's not what is fair. She is being marginalized. She protested, and that was her, and all of that. So, in other words, coming into the way it's affecting the state as well. That's why I was trying to think, if I was on the, I would want, one of the beauty of democracy or of a leader is that he had achieved this for legacy purpose. Because most of our politicians today, that's what they do. They want to just do so. I once had a interaction with one chief executive. Why are you doing like this? Why did they expand this one? I say, no, Bishop, why did you talk like this? So I want to put this project far away. People will not see it. I want to put it where people can see it. If I put it there, they'll think I did not work. I said, but you are choking the place. Expand it. Say, no, Bishop, let somebody else come and do
the
that.
expansion.
Nigeria have not developed that. If I do that, they will think I did not do anything. Just paint this building and people will say you are working. And that's a very terrible situation. Not solving the problem. And that's what I'm saying. Will this solve the problem? No. The people are saying there is injustice. This sit at home didn't start with the agitation. The agitation has been on for decades. This agitation started when their leader, they believe that, was illegally arrested. According to them, they said that his place, the soldier invaded his house. All of those arguments are still on, and all of that. So now, the point I'm making is that the governors of the Southeast is like maybe they lack the political will to, because when you get to the Southwest, who did almost the same thing, is at home today and all of that, because people, the governors came together, the elders, they have elders, came together and all of that. So the issue is that,
all right, now you just hold on, we'll continue the line of thought after this break. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is 60 Minutes Nigeria. And we're taking a look at what is happening in Anambra State, where Governor Chukwuma Soludo opined that there will be no going back on the closure of Onitsha main market because the traders opted to obey IPOB rather than obeying the government of the day led by himself, Charles Chukwuma Soludo. And I have Bishop Bright Olumese and of course Professor Owen Olowo. They have been sharing their thoughts and opinion with regards to what is going on in Anambra State. Well, Bishop, continue with your line of thought.
Okay, yeah. I was trying to establish that the governor would also have an alternative way of solving this kind of problem. It's a problem. We want to see that we could raise leaders who can step into issues like this. Like I said, it was even terrible for non-state actors to control the very most vital part of your state, which is the economy. It means they can shut down the state. That's what that means. So, in other words, coming up, now you now look at the both sides. Number one, if any person who owns a particular shop, I don't know any shop in this state or any state where you force the owner of the shop to open the shop. Are you sure that's what I'm saying? So now, but all the same, now that there is an issue, there is a government order, there is a situation. Now, what I think the government should have done, there's a leadership of that market. It's called the leadership. This is what we want. Then, the behind the scene, every government all over the world does it. The important thing is getting a result and all of that. So, but the way it is right now, if the people comes out, open the shop, and there is a backfire, what do? We don't want crisis in any of our states. So the point I'm making is that right now, the economy situation of Anambra State is a little bit stable now compared to when it was very hot. Remember, there was one time it took 2 days. I remember one time I was to travel through that route. I couldn't, no vehicle was going. They said there is a seat at home and all of that. I remember one time I was to come back. I have to now take flight to Lagos and take flight to Benin because the roads weren't working. It was really
government offices
now it's getting better now. It's getting better. But I know that main market is the major. If you guarantee those traders that there will be security, they will come out. I want to see that the governor on Monday resume that market with them. It means the place will be secure, safe, and all of that. So, because when there is an attack, if there's no reprisal, the people suffer. It is unethical that somebody goes out to get means of livelihood and he lost his life within the process when he paid tax to government who have the constitutional authority to protect him or her. I don't have the right to carry a gun to protect myself. That's why I pay tax for government to provide security, logistics to protect me. So if I now discover going to this place to do business is not safe, what is safe first of all globally is hide your head. That's why you seek asylum.
Hide your head.
Yes, when a place become not safe, you cannot migrate and seek asylum and give reasons. And when it is investigated, your asylum will be granted. Yes, it's a global state. So the point I'm making is that we commend Governor Soludo. Like I also said, he's a politician. If you are tried at first tenure, they won't give you second tenure. Because whether you like this people sitting down at home, they also, like Prof said, they share settlement with the view. That's why they didn't resist it. Because these so people they can.
No, hold on. At first they resisted and they were brutally dealt with. Some people lost their lives.
That is the emotional part of it. When the governor will just come and usually say, like as if it's the people's problem. The governor must remember. I remember when we watch on social media, even mainstream, where cars burnt. People burnt because they disobey these so-called orders. Now, the point is that it's a problem. Like I also listen to the government when you say if a taboo state for more than a year, it now become a culture. Oh, we don't want this to become a culture because the people are surviving with the business of their bed. What security is a right. What we do is securing these people because these bad guys. This is the point I'm making. I've been to the main market. You have also been there. There's a place you go to. When there's an attack, what is the reprisal? Are they armor tank right now at the front of the main market? Should the case there is a reprisal? Are there helicopters going up around? When you match word with action, people will definitely follow you. We want the problem solved.
All right. Now, some of the opinion that Governor Chukwuma Soludo is like chopping off the head to cure this headache. Because they choose to stay at home for just a day, you went over to say, for that disobedience, a solid 1 week, nobody should go to the market.
That's much.
Come on, Prof.
What if I tell you that this order is not about economic reason?
Whose order?
The governor's order.
To shut up for 1 week.
To reopen the market for business so that they don't obey this at home. It's not about, they are whipping up that sentiment. Oh, economic reason. Oh, they are losing 8 billion naira. That was what I was to say when you just asked me that question now. Just imagine that the market is now shut down for an extra 6 days. That's like 6 weeks old.
Yes.
That's 6 Mondays. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Multiply by that 8 billion.
Just wait, sir. What are 8 billion times 6? That's 48 billion naira.
Yes.
I get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But another 8 billion naira.
Yeah.
That's how many now? 56 billion naira.
Yeah.
But that's, it's not about what I'm trying to say is that this order to reopen the market is what I will call the final push.
Yeah.
The final push.
Yes.
And when you want to break a ceiling, when you want to get to another level, it's always very difficult. It's the final push, because why I say final push is this is at home order was affecting every parastatal, private and public. On Mondays, there's no vehicles don't drive. It's a sit-at-home order, not just for market people, including those who are working for the government. And the governor has issued an order that if you don't come to work on Monday, your salary will be deducted. And all the government offices, according to what I read and saw in the news, all the government offices are now open, including all those other markets in Onitsha,
smaller markets,
Oka and every other place, they are now open. Now, this order that this governor has given, it's not about, it's about making a point. It's about putting your foot down as governor.
No matter whose ox is gone.
Yes, it's about putting your foot down as governor. It's not about what the government of Anambra State, I can tell you for free, can survive without anything coming from that market.
Yeah.
Are you sure about
Yes,
that?
I'm very sure. Okay, my brother.
We are talking about close to 40% of Anambra revenue coming from that
shut down market for 1 year now.
Says who? Says who? Who gave us that statistics?
COVID-19 shut down the market for 1 year. No, they said it. Anambra government said it by themselves.
Those are just a sentiment to justify.
No, this from the government itself saying 8 billion lost each time you stay at home without doing
What I'm
business.
telling you now is just things to say to justify the action of the government.
Yeah.
You want to do something, you need to justify your action. You want to issue an order. You have told people that people should come to market on Mondays and open the market on Mondays. You must justify the reason why you are saying so. The government can survive. Government is big.
Yeah.
Do you know how much Anambra State gets every month from
COVID-19 shut down 1 year.
There was no market, no business. COVID-19. They were paying salaries.
Yes, now yes.
People were paying salaries. The government survived. So the idea of saying, oh, we lost 8 billion every Monday that you don't open the market.
Beyond that,
is to whip up sentiment. Is to make you an
If the government survive, what about the people? What about the traders? What about those going to the market to do business? What about the families?
I just meant to justify the action of government. It's not as if the government will crumble if Onitsha market is closed for a year. The government will not crumble. It's just a final push to show that government institution has power more than an individual. Do you get what I'm saying? And for your information, sir, it will work. Nigeria will like force. You know, this is like, I don't want to bring this into this matter, but this is like what Bishop was saying just now. This is like when our president, May 29, when he was inaugurated in 2023, and said subsidy is gone. And we know what that statement meant.
yeah.
A lot of things happened because of that singular statement. People took advantage. Where the fuel has not even been increased, people started, in fact, people started doing their thing, and there was so much pressure on the Nigerian economy, so much pressure on the Nigerian government because of that singular statement. Because why the critics were saying, oh, before you made this kind of statement, you should have created buffers, you should have created things that people will to cushion the impact of that subsidy removal. Not just coming to say subsidy is gone without the necessary
backing, so to speak.
So that is exactly what is also happening in this case.
All right.
Okay, so Ludo is saying go to the market. people are now saying, okay, you're saying go to the market now. What security have you provided for us to go to the? It's not about whether they are losing money or not. No. It's about putting his feet on the ground. It's about making the state work. It's about establishing that government is bigger than any single individual. It's about restoring order, restoring normalcy to the southeast. Once Anambra gets it right, sir, every part of the southeast will also get it right. Okay. And again, they have also gotten it right too in terms of workers, government workers, bankers, and all the other people who are also going to work. Vehicles are moving freely, as the case may be, on Mondays now. No. Now, the final push.
No, hold on. Because you said freely.
Yeah, well, let me put this way, relatively freely compared to before.
When we come to Bishop.
No, see, so what we're saying is that the government just want to prove a point. It's not as if it's about economy.
Okay, hold on, sir. Hold on. Proving a point. To whose expense? I mean, it's like, to whose detriment? Because I'm saying now, since you shut down this market for a week, the rate of crime will increase.
Heavily,
because people may not have where to fall back to. You have thousands of youths that depend directly or indirectly on that particular market. Not even tens of thousands. Families depend, they rely on the market. Now you shut down the market. How are they going to survive?
Okay, now like what Prof said just now is beyond just economy. Now, before the global community, remember the leader was also a citizen of another country by stadium, not by birth. It's from Nigeria. So, but now you said this guy was wrong. But the whole of the millions of people in this region, they sit at home. It means that he's being politically. Are you sure? The situation of sit at home is creating more embarrassment for the government of Nigeria. Like I said, this is not just Soludo speaking. He has the backing. Because most of the Southeast government, they were afraid of the whole thing. They were so careful with coming out. Do you get that right? Because the way some of all these guys, these people, the digital people behaved, they will seem they were so powerful and all of that. So at a particular time, we watch on, when they will stop police in their parade and all of that. So now, the guy arrested, persecuted, a sentence, as it is right now, telling the world that he committed crime. But his people are still sitting in solidarity of what? Of him. It's creating so much news for concern. So now we got to break that bond. But now government should understand injustice. An ideology, you can't kill an ideology. You can only suppress at a time. When they were Sarahua was being hanged, what he said, you can only keep me, but you can't keep what I represent. After many years, we saw people take arm in that region to also fight and raise concern over what he raised then. So this is what I think. Number one, what many persons said the other time, these guys, what they are asking for, it's not a problem. Come to referendum and all of that, and win them there. Finish, simple as that. You have to ring election. Now, listen, let me tell you, this is the problem I have. If this was a political problem, we solely handle it like this. We see many cases in northern cases where they are killing people, they'll kill dozens of people, and say, no, the governor constitution does not give the president power to create state of emergency. But when it came to River State, the president now has power for not only remove the governor, remove all the House of Assembly, remove all the democratic elected office for 6 months. Supreme Court did not say anything.
Everyone did not fall.
Everyone did not fall. Why is it that when it is issue that concerns common man, if Soludo's person is in that market, will he tell it to go? We see. Will he tell it to go? Nigerians must answer that for themselves. If one senator is trading in that market, will they open that market? Is a big question. Where is a political situation, you will not know that our politician brains, they hot. Let me use that language. You will see that we mathematically, like professor who know how to solve all maths, bring out a
line and realign to bring out something.
So, Fubara is still governor today because there was a political word.
Realignment.
Yes,
okay.
Solution.
All
so
right.
the point is a situation of concern.
All right.
Seriously.
All right. Well, Prof, you heard him.
Yes, for me, I am strongly I'm strongly in support of Charles Soludo's order, because the Nigerian, we lack force in this country. That's why you see Nigerians clamoring for military.
Sorry for interjecting. Before Boko Haram became a scout, so to speak, in another part of Nigeria, they say the main man of Boko Haram was executed publicly. That, according to report, led to the escalation of the situation. Let's come to the east a little bit.
Yeah.
They said because of the capture and, of course, the jailing of Nnamdi Kanu, that is why they have to reinforce or enforce without that seat at home.
Yeah.
As they are doing it, another man came up, Ikpia, though he's incarcerated right now. And maybe, God forbid, another one comes up again. Do you think this pressure on Alambarians and people on in the eastern part of Nigeria will kill the ideology? Do you think locking up the market for 1 week will make it a big government of the day in Anambra State?
What you should be asking yourself now is, what is the reason why the government decided to lock the market for the whole week? The government decided to lock the market for the whole week simply because the traders did not obey the governor when the governor said open on Monday. You are the ones that are taking it the way you are taking it now, about suppressing ideology, as the case may be.
And they say lock it for 1 week.
Yes, yes, yes. Because to every, Newton's third law of motion, to every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction.
Is this reaction equal?
Relatively equal.
In what way? I know you're a mathematician. In what way? 1 day shutdown versus 7 day shutdown. Where's relativity in this?
I'm going to tell you that by Monday,
Yes.
what I'm trying to say is that it's quite unfortunate in Nigeria, the only language we understand is force. That is why you will see people don't even respect policemen on the road again. No. But they don't, when they see army checkpoint, they comport themselves, they behave. The army does not need to hold gun. Just that uniform, people comport themselves. Or as you will see a policeman, sometimes high rank police officer, superior of police will be on the way with gun, and you will see people misbehaving. They will even argue with them. How many times have you seen people argue with soldier men? Because in Nigeria, our brains have been wired to respect force. And what the governor did, now, I can tell you for free, by Monday you will see results. Now, the governor attested to the fact that in Oka, the city, the capital of the state, the state capital, that the market there opened. Another market, though they didn't show us the clip from
people say there's no market there.
Okay, well,
it's like the governor's word was the people's word, because right now,
so what I'm trying to say,
people may just argue that after all, Oka is the capital.
No, when you say
that is an urban area.
So when you Onitsha is even more urban and something.
No. Oka, hold on. I schooled them way back. Nnamdi University, Oka.
Yes.
Oka is a civil servant. Capital, so to speak.
Okay.
And it is well developed. I'm not saying Onitsha, no, but what about the commercial nerve center? It's Onitsha.
Which part is busy, the busiest in Anambra?
We have also Nnewi.
I know Nnewi is Interland.
The spare part market, Nnewi. But no, hold on, problem. Soludo, some call it gambit.
Okay.
Was like, let's do this to get this.
Yeah.
But some are saying that this is not proportional to Newton's third law of motion, which you'll find that to every action there is an equal and opposite. But someone said this is not opposite. This is not equal. Though is opposite.
When you put something on a scale, I can put one, the weight of that Monday alone, it will balance the weight of the 6 days. When we say equal and opposite, it doesn't mean that because this one is 1 day, this one must also be 1 day too. What the effect of that 1 day on the economy of the state, as it is, or as it were, can balance up with those 6 days that Soludo is closing the market for. What I'm trying to say, I am not trying to justify the action of Soludo, but I'm saying that I think I'm intelligent with what Soludo has done, because that is the only language we understand. A governor has given his word, and we should not be quick to say that the government may not have provided adequate security to secure lives and property in the state. We shouldn't say that because we don't have any proof to say that the government has not provided. Though you may not rely on say, oh, these people in the market, they have come on air, they have come on social media to say, oh, there's no security and all that. But I want to believe that by Monday, this next Monday.
Sorry for cutting listening, Prof.
This next morning now,
Prof.
you're going to see that the market
Prof.
will open.
Prof.
Because you cannot be
Prof,
man and market. my brother.
Prof, sorry for cutting in. When this item was very, very hot, the digital government dispersing police, military on a Monday to go say, you must go to work?
That's what I was saying now. The time has come now.
According to record, there was none.
This is not the final.
So can they not trust the government of the day?
Do you know why? Do you know why? I told you something just now, that this government of the Southeast, just the way the government in the North shared sentiments with Boko Haram, because of what Boko Haram is, shared sentiment before now. Let me rephrase. And now that the US and everybody's not interested now, everybody's distancing themselves from these people. Whereas, before now, they share sentiments. They have soft spot for these people because why? What these people are preaching, they also like what they are preaching, but they may not be able to come out openly and identify with them. Before NASA, the government of the Southeast may be sharing sentiments with this IPOB because of what is IPOB preaching? IPOB is preaching for the independence of the Biafran people. Creating a country for Biafra. Now that the ships are done, the leader of the group, which is Nnamdi Kanu, is sentenced. The one that is in Finland, the one that was doing Radio Biafra from Finland and disrupting the peace of
been captured also.
Has been captured and then is facing trials as the case may be. Nobody seems to be the arrowhead. I know there are other people that will also rise up, but it is good before they rise up, you crush the thing now.
All right, thank you.
Get it right now.
Thank you.
And the government and the market opens, my brother, and things return to normal. You will see that we will get our
Bishop, you're going to have the last line on this discussion. Do you think I should have done something better than saying 6 days shutdown just to prove a point?
Okay,
and you also feel that this will solve this particular problem of sit at home every Monday?
Okay, one of the reasons why this, not just 6 days, he said every Monday when he comes there to inspect the place, he is ready to shut it down for a year. The reason is because, number one of the strengths of a man is his income.
Livelihood.
Yes, livelihood. So when your livelihood is threatened, the tendency for you to submit or surrender. Remember the war, the Biafra war those days, when food stuff were cut. Ammunition didn't stop it. When food stuff that was cut, there was the end of war.
So they use that hunger instinct right now.
That's what they're using now. Now this is what I fear. This is what I fear. So that there will not be breakdown of law and order. If the people who own business in that market comes out massively tomorrow to that market, will you kill all of them? Okay. Do you know what's called mass protests? Can they go do you know there will be a protest in that state now? The government can stay. It will need federal assistance. So the issue is that it's both sides. Do you get that right? Why it's good that he had made a move. I also have said, and maybe I'm sure he's also doing that, counter negotiation. This you guys you are it's your market. Me, I don't get anything here. Like Prof. Ansari said, the government can survive without the income from that market.
Yes.
It will affect you. You poor business owner. Go and tell these guys. Negotiate with them and all of that. We are affecting them. We bring them to their knee and all of that. And while we are also negotiating the release of our soil. Yes, the Igbo leaders have not kept quiet as well. In most, where they are appealing to the president to grant clemency on the leader. So everything. So the issue is number one. He has started something. But at least what I was thinking, I thought he would open the market today. To be honest.
Okay. Thank you.
1 week.
Thank you. Thank
you. 1 week is too much, rough.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Because
Monday, they don't come on Monday.
They go. Monday.
Well, you've heard them. Let's see how this will pan out. But believe you me, some of the opinion that heavy protests will just brew maybe tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. We don't
want protest.
We do not want that.
Too costly.
We do not want that. So Governor Chukwuma Soludo should at least know how to really balance everything. It's all about balance. Yes, equal and opposite. Action and reaction. Is it proportional to the offense, so to speak? And if you choose to be the governor of the day, who will protect them against the ranting, manhandling, maiming, shooting of these proscribed people? Well, we are watching. Ours is to report back to you. Prof, thanks so much for coming.
Thank you.
Bishop, appreciate your wonderful analysis.
Thank you.
We'll do it again next week, Thursday, God willing. Bye for now.